Jadeveon Clowney. American football linebacker. Born February 14, 1993, age 30 years, Rock Hill, South Carolina, United States. Dates joined: 2023, Baltimore Ravens, 2021, Cleveland Browns, more. Current team, Baltimore Ravens, number 24/linebacker. School, University of South Carolina. Height, 1.96 meters. Children, Jadeveon Clowney. Parents, Jadeveon Clowney, David Morgan. Jadeveon Clowney. About Jadeveon Davarus Clowney is an American football linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens of the National Football League. He played college football at the University of South Carolina, where he won the Ted Hendricks Award and was selected first overall by the Houston Texans in the 2014 NFL Draft. Jadeveon Clowney net worth $33 million. Early life. Jadeveon Davarus Clowney was born on February 14, 1993, in Rock Hill, South Carolina. His mother, Jadeveon Clowney, was a processing technician at the Frito-Lay plant in Charlotte, North Carolina, and his father, David Morgan, was incarcerated for much of his childhood for robbing a Rock Hill check-cashing business in 1995. Clowney was raised by his mother and his maternal grandparents, John and Josephine Clowney, as well as his mother's longtime boyfriend, Christopher Jones. Clowney attended South Point High School and played for the Stallions football team as a 6'3", 200-pound freshman in 2007. He played running back and defensive end before solidifying himself on the defensive side. Clowney was named South Carolina's Mr. Football in 2010 and went to Spartanburg for the Shrine Bowl of the Carolinas following his senior season. He was widely regarded as the best player in his class and highly recruited. The five-star recruit received scholarship offers from nearly every BCS powerhouse but ultimately chose to attend the University of South Carolina. Personal life. Clowney's mother, Jadeveon Clowney, has been a processing technician at the Frito-Lay plant in Charlotte, North Carolina, since 1994. His father, David Morgan, was released from prison in 2006 after serving nearly 12 years for robbing a Rock Hill check-cashing business in 1995. With his father incarcerated for much of his childhood, Clowney was raised by his mother and his maternal grandparents, John and Josephine Clowney, as well as his mother's longtime boyfriend, Christopher Jones. His cousin, Jadeveon Clowney, currently plays football for the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. High school career. Clowney was born February 14, 1993, in Rock Hill, South Carolina. He attended South Point High School, where he played for the Stallions high school football team. Already 6 feet 3 inches and 200 pounds as a freshman in 2007, he played running back and defensive end for the school's junior varsity team. In his sophomore year he joined rising seniors Stephon Gilmore and Devontae Holloman, both four-star recruits, on a South Point varsity coming off a 9-4 season. By spring practice, Clowney became a permanent fixture at defensive end. "We knew we had something special. He was 13 years old in that big athletic body. He was wreaking havoc on our offense that spring and fall," said Bobby Carroll, his coach at South Point. South Point went 15-0 for the season, including a 35-14 win over town rival Northwestern High at Memorial Stadium for the 2008 South Carolina AAA Division II title and a No.3 spot in the annual Max Preps high school ranking. Despite playing nearly the entire season with a bone spur in his foot, Clowney finished with 17 sacks. He opted to have surgery on the foot in January 2009. South Point had 31 seniors graduate after the 2008 season, including Gilmore and Holloman. Still, Clowney helped the team to a 10-4 record for the season and a state semifinal berth, where the Stallions lost to Northwestern. Clowney finished the season with 144 tackles and 23 sacks. In his senior season, Clowney tallied 162 tackles, 29.5 sacks, 29 tackles for loss, 11 forced fumbles, and 6 fumble recoveries, and scored 5 touchdowns on defense while helping lead his team to a 13-2 record. South Point made the state finals for the second time in 3 years, but lost 23-27 to Myrtle Beach at USC's Williams-Brice Stadium. Still, Clowney was named South Carolina's 2010 Mr. Football. South Point was 38-6 during his 3 varsity seasons. Immediately following his senior season, Clowney went to Spartanburg for the Shrine Bowl of the Carolinas, where he registered 5 tackles, 2 solo, 3 assists, 3 sacks for a loss of 15 yards, 2 tackles for a loss of 17 yards, and 2 quarterback hurries. Clowney was lined up against the North Carolina left tackle on every snap he played and drew 5 holding calls. After the Shrine Bowl, Clowney headed to Orlando, Florida, for a week of Under Armour All-America game practices and then the All-Star game itself. He was the leading tackler for the Red with 7 and had 1.5 sacks. Recruiting analysts were particularly interested in his matchup with Cyrus Quangio. Afterwards, Clowney headed to New York City for a photo shoot for an ESPN The Magazine feature story that appeared in the journal's February 2011 issue.